So today we're learning about perpendicular lines. These are lines that have opposite reciprocal slopes. So that means the fraction, if I have a fraction, it's going to flip and the sign will change. So, for example, so if I have a slope of 3, it's perpendicular to a slope of negative 1 over 3. Because if I flip the fraction, it's going to turn into 3 over 1, and if I change the sign, it's going to be positive. So what I want to do is on A, B, and C, I want to decide if these lines are parallel, perpendicular, or nothing. So 1 and 2 are already in y equals. C, or 1 and 2. A and B are y equals, and C needs to be solved. So I'm going to add 2x to both sides. I get negative 8y equals 2x plus 16. Luis. Then what do I want to do? How do I get y by itself? Divide by negative 8. So I'm going to divide everything by negative 8. So I end up with y equals, what number do I get for my x? Negative 1 over 4. Because the larger number is on the bottom. And then 16 divided by negative 8? Negative 2. Okay, so let's start off with, are there any parallel lines? And which ones are parallel? B and C. Okay, so if I take a look at A, I could rewrite this as 4 over 1. Is A perpendicular to anything? So if I take the fraction and I flip it, it'd turn into 1 over 4. And if I change the sign, it'd be negative 1 over 4. So would it be perpendicular to anything? And so do I have any things that are perpendicular? What? A and B. Anything else that's perpendicular? A and C. So questions on number 1. Can I move on to number 2? Okay, so this time it wants me to write the equation of a line through those points. So this is going to be my x, and this is going to be my y, just like yesterday. But because it says perpendicular, that means I'm going to take this fraction, and I'm going to flip it. So it's going to become 2, and then I also make it negative. I change the sign. So negative 2 over 1, or just negative 2. And then I want to plug it into the y equals mx plus b equation we were using yesterday. So I'm going to have 1 equals, my slope is -2, times -3 plus b. So -2 times -3 is 6. Please be quiet. And then how do I get b by itself? Subtract 6 on both sides. 1 minus 6 is -5. And am I done? No, what do I have to do? Something, yes. Make my equation. So I get y equals what number? -2x. Oh, -5. Are there any questions?